The Diary of Samuel Pepys, 24th of May, 1661. At home all the morning making up my private accounts, and this is the first time that I do find myself to be clearly worth £500 in money, besides all my goods in my house. In the afternoon at the office late, and then I went to the wardrobe, where I found my lord at supper, and therefore I walked a good while till he had done, and I went into him, and there he looked over my accounts, and they were committed to Mr. Moore to see me paid what remained due to me. Then down to the kitchen to eat a bit of bread and butter, which I did, and there I took one of the maids by the chin, thinking her to be Susan, but it proved to be her sister, who is very like her. From thence home. The 25th of May, 1661. All the morning at home about business. At noon to the Temple, where I stayed and looked over a book or two at Playford's, and then to the theatre, where I saw a piece of The Silent Woman, which pleased me. So homewards, and in my way bought The Bondman in Paul's Churchyard, and so home, where I found all clean, and the hearth and range as it is now enlarged set up, which pleases me very much. The 26th of May, 1661. Lord's Day. Lay long in bed. To church, and heard a good sermon at our own church, where I have not been a great many weeks. Dined with my wife alone at home, pleasing myself in that my house do begin to look as if it at last it would be in good order. Bridget, be quiet, please. I'm trying to do something. Be quiet. Be quiet. Oh, this day the Parliament received the communion of Dr. Gunning at St. Margaret's, Westminster. In the afternoon, both the Sir Williams came to church, where we had a dull stranger. After church home, and so to the Mitre, where I found Dr. Burnett, the first time that ever I met with him, to drink with him, and my uncle White, and there we sat and drank a great deal. And so I to Sir William Batten's, where I have on purpose made myself a great stranger, only to get a high opinion a little more of myself in them. Here I heard how Mrs. Brown, Sir William Batten's sister, is brought to bed, and I to be one of the godfathers, which I could not nor did deny, which however did trouble me very much, to be at charge to no purpose, so that I could not sleep hardly all night, but in the morning I bethought myself, and I think it is very well I should do it. Sir William Batten told me how Mr. Prynne, among the 2 or 3 that did refuse today to receive the sacrament upon their knees, was offered by a mistake the drink afterwards, which he did receive, being denied the drink by Dr. Gunning, unless he would take it on his knees. And after that by another the bread was brought him, and he did take it sitting, which is thought very preposterous. Home and to bed. The 27th of May, 1661. To the wardrobe, and thence with my Lord Sandwich and Hinchingbrook to the Lord's house by boat at Westminster, and there I left them. Then to the lobby, and after waiting for Sir George Downing's coming out, to speak with him about the giving me up of my bond for my honesty when I was his clerk, but to no purpose, I went to the clerk's at the Leg, and there I found both Mr. Pierces, Mr. Rolt, formerly too great a man to meet upon such even terms, and there we dined very merry, there coming to us Captain Ferrers, this being the first day of his going abroad since his leap a week ago, which I was greatly glad to see. By water to the office, and there sat late, Sir George Carteret coming in, who, among other things, did inquire into the naming of the maisters for this fleet, and was very angry that they were named as they are, and above all to see the maister of the Adventure, for whom there is some kind of difference between Sir William Penn and me, turned out was been in her last. The office done, I went with the comptroller to the coffee house, and there we discoursed of this, and I seemed to be fond of him, and indeed I find I must carry fair with, all as far as I see it safe, but I have got of him leave to have a little room from his lodgings to my house, of which I am very glad. Besides, I do open him a way to get lodgings himself in the office, of which I should be very glad. Home and to bed. Where are you going? Oh, are you going over there now?